Dr. Robert LaLouche, a board-certified OB/GYN physician with over 30 years of clinical experience. And this video is immediate instructions for after you've had a pessary placed. So you should be watching this if you've just had your pessary put in place, and some general instructions for what to do in the office and when you get home. So first things first is the pessary should not hurt, okay? Should slowly vanish from your sensation. So you basically should not be uncomfortable. You should feel like maybe something there, maybe like a tampon is there, but the sensation should slowly vanish. The other great thing is you're gonna immediately see that it fixes your problem, the prolapse that you've had. And that's a great feeling to know it resolves that pressure, that discomfort right away. So what we want to do is we normally leave you in the office for about 5 or 10 minutes to have you simulate real life experiences to see if it's the right fit for you. It can be too small, in which case it'll fall out, or too big, in which case it just keep you uncomfortable, and we don't want either of those. So what I suggest that you do, and you can do that right now while we're watching the video, is to move around the room, to sit down, to pretend to tie your shoes, to do different physical motions that you would normally do during your life. And that way we'll simulate how you respond to the pessary. If it falls out, don't worry about it. Just pick it up, put it in the sink, and then get our attention, and we'll go from there. If it starts to hurt or gets more and more uncomfortable, be sure and let us know so we can come and take it out and find a smaller one for you. If you're able to do okay in that amount of time, then I'll come in and your physician or provider, or I will come in and make sure you're doing okay. And then you get to go home. And generally, we see you a short period of time later, generally 1 to 2 weeks after. The goal is to make sure everything is okay, to answer your questions. You need to watch out for a few things. First of all, when you go home, we want to make sure you're able to go to the bathroom. In fact, we don't want you to go far distances. Make sure you're able to pee, okay? Sometimes, this is in theory, I've never seen it happen in over 30 years, but in theory, it could work so well, could kind of kink off your bladder and make it difficult or impossible to pee. If that's the case, you need to take the pessary out. Depending on the size or shape, your provider may have shown you how to take it out, but generally you put your finger inside, you hook your finger around the ring, there's usually a notch, and you pull it out. It'll be a little uncomfortable as it gets through and then opens up. If you can't take it out yourself, you need to be seen, because obviously you need to be able to urinate, to be able to avoid a go pee. So we want you to watch for about 6 hours as the time period to be able to go for that precaution. The other thing that can happen during that week of preview of your use is that it might fall out. If it does fall out, that's okay. Just wash it off with soap and water, put it in a plastic bag. Don't put it back in, and then come and tell us when we see you for follow-up what happened, what were you doing, what was going on, so we can decide whether it was the right size or not. When you have a bowel movement, you may feel pressure as it's coming down, especially if you're very constipated, and it is possible for it to fall out. If it does fall out, you just wash it off again and then tell us about that. But generally, while you are having a bowel movement, we recommend that you put your hand in front of it, and that way you can prevent it, if you feel it coming down a little bit, from falling out. Okay? At your follow-up visit, you will have further instructions. You might have more details on how to take it out yourself, should you want to. Generally, we recommend taking it out before having intercourse sex. But there are types of pessaries, or there are situations where that might not be necessary. I have a whole other video that you can see on general information for pessaries. This video is just about the immediate instructions after your procedure. So I hope you found this information of use. Please leave your comments. Thank you.